On Fresh TV, join us for a festive feast.
Knock your guests' Christmas socks off.
Rianne's got a new twist on Christmas dinner. Josh has the seafood sorted.
That smell of fresh cooked prawns.
The Christmas angels spreading the joy. And Tony gets the scoop on Simo. Hi, welcome to Fresh TV.
Thanks for joining us. Wow, Christmas.
Yeah, we've been invited to Rianne's place for Christmas dinner tonight, so I think we're all going to make something. Josh will probably do prawns. I'm thinking something Christmassy, but not really that traditional.
Sounds great. I'm going to go and meet a couple of people, really generous people who like to give back at Christmas time. I'll tell you all about it tonight at the party.
Sounds lovely. We'll see you then.
See you soon.
Hello and welcome to Fresh TV, where today it's a very special day. I'm cooking Christmas dinner for the entire crew. I've got plenty of recipes lined up with just a short period of time to cook. I think we all know how Christmas can be for the cooks and the family. So we're just going to stick around and see how I get through. Now, it is called the silly season for a reason, which is why these quick and easy vintage cheddar tarts are absolutely perfect to knock your guests' Christmas socks off. All you need to do is chop up your ingredients, throw it in the blender. It's an all-in blitz. Starting with the onion, top off, and it is really just a rough chop just to help the blender get going once you turn the motor on. A medium clove of garlic, coriander, quick rough chop, parsley. Now all you want is the tender end of the stems and the leaves with this, so bottom off, and then just chop up these nice little tender bits so the flavour's not too strong. Basil, roughly chopped again. And now it's everything into the food processor. So the trick with food processing is to get the leafy or dry ingredients at the bottom. We need some more liquidy, heavy ingredients on top just to push these leaves down so we can actually fit everything in the food processor. Then quality local vintage cheddar. Our eggs, so these are pastured eggs, the best kind of free range. Our cream, from here, it's lid on and we'll give it a good blitz.
I'm keen to test out my newfound pizza making skills, so I'm planning two different versions, a Christmas ham and a Christmas seafood. Meat department first for one of these mini hams, boneless and all ready to go. Next on the list, cheese. James Kelly owns this IGA and several others, so when it comes to fresh and local, he knows his stuff. I reckon you can't beat fresh herbs on a pizza.
Oh, you can smell it as soon as we open the drawer, isn't it?
Gotta
Fresh.
have basil, yeah, it's beautiful.
It's growing so close by too.
Some olive oil, everything I need for the pizza bases, and for my seafood, I've grabbed some fresh prawns as well.
Looking smooth, we're good to go. Our finished mixture needs to make its way from the blending bowl into a nice large mixing bowl. Always good quality salts, I'll say that a lot, and a bit of white pepper. Just a touch to start with. You don't know how salty your cheddar is, so you don't want to be adding too much salt and pepper to begin with. Spot on. The pastry is ready to go. We're using a sour cream short crust pastry, so it's nice and light and just balances out the extra little bit of cheesiness in here. All we need to do is get a little bit of semolina. You can just leave it on the plastic, saves the mess. And of course, a little bit of semolina under as well. So now to cut our pastry, again, cookie cutter, and then from there, straight into our moulds. Non-stick is fantastic. We don't need to line these at all. One at a time. Just gently guiding it into the corners so we don't have any bubbles of air underneath our pastry. And now it's in with our mixture. And you can see why these are perfect for Christmas. Look at that gorgeous envy green colour. Probably a dessert spoon for each, not too much because this will actually puff up as it cooks. We don't want it to overflow and then stick to the side later on. And now into the oven. And our golden cheese at the top is smelling absolutely gorgeous. Now we're ready to actually turn these out. Now, if you've got asbestos fingers like me, you can just use the tray, fingers onto tray, but I would recommend oven gloves at home. From here, it's a bit of an up and over, so flip, and we'll see which of these want to come out and which ones want to stick. and they all come out absolutely perfect. Nice little bit of brown on the bottom, that's what we want, just a little bit of crunch. We'll flip these over, let them cool for a little while, and then we can garnish and serve them. Or you can serve them warm while the cheese is nice and oozy in the middle. And to finish, of course you need a garnish, and it's Christmas, so we've got green and now some nice fresh red, thinly sliced capsicum, and we're all done.
How good is this? Oh, what I wouldn't give to wake up Christmas Day with this bad boy in my stocking. But you know what? Christmas, it's not just about receiving presents, it's also about giving. And lucky for us, lucky for this state, this beautiful city, there's a whole bunch of people out there doing that in spades. All right, let's go and meet some of them right now. Woo! I'm here with Amanda Hunt with Mission Australia. And now Mission Australia is doing some fantastic things with people that live below the poverty line, that don't have the same opportunities as people like us.
Yeah.
You know, it's very easy to get caught up in consumerism around Christmas, and I just think it's wonderful what you guys are doing. So what are you doing, Amanda?
So we're working in partnership with a number of community organisations who support people in our community who are vulnerable, isolated, doing it tough. What we're trying to do is make sure that people know that there's a place for them to go on Christmas Day, make sure that people know who are really struggling, that there's a community out there that wants to support them.
So you were saying before that there's over 250,000 people in WA. It's the highest stat in Australia living below the poverty line.
That's right, that's exactly right. So there was a cost of living report done recently by WA Council of Social Services, and it showed that our community has the most inequality in all of Australia. So that's what we're really concerned about, and we want to make sure that the community who are doing it really well, so and a lot of us are kind of understanding that there's people in our community also who are doing it tough, and they might not be the people you expect. They might be a neighbour, they might be somebody who is in need at Christmas time. It might not be money that they need, they might just want company, and you know, that's so important for us.
And that's what you provide on Christmas Day too. You have a whole bunch of donors, a lot of charitable people around town that come in and they create an event. It's, you were saying before, we're not talking about tins of spam and boxes of goods that nobody wants. This is the real deal, right?
It is. This is a traditional Christmas lunch, and we couldn't do this without the community. So this whole event is put on by volunteers. We have about 500, 600 volunteers. People absolutely love this event. They come out of the woodwork to volunteer on Christmas Day. People come along and entertain as well.
Okay. Performers come out?
Yeah, we do. We have bands and we have like circus acts and things like that, basically to entertain the kids. And there's such a great diversity of people who turn up on the day.
You organise this event every year.
We do.
Now, how does it work? Like, where do you get your money? I mean, there must be a lot of very charitable organisations that come in.
We do.
How does this work?
Yeah, so you can go on our website, which is christmaslunchinthepark.com.au, buy somebody lunch or buy a family lunch. It's the most fantastic way to contribute, and most of us in the community know that we are very privileged and really lucky at Christmas time. We've got people that, you know, love us and care for us, and we've got food on the table. There are some people in our community who don't. We want everybody to make a contribution to people in our community who are doing it tough.
Hi, I'm Josh Catalano, and I'm down here at the Winning Appliances showroom, and I'm going to show you how to cook some simple prawns for Christmas Day. So what we've got here is some beautifully clean Skull Island tiger prawns. These jumbo prawns are perfect for Christmas Day. Spoil your guests. Plus, what I've done as well is I've cleaned them and I've deveined them and I've cut them all the way through so they're nice and big. We're going to do something really simple and we're going to steam them. That way we can actually steam all the prawns at the same time and we're going to get a great result. So we've got all the clean prawns ready to go. You have a drizzle of olive oil, seasoned with some salt and pepper, and these prawns are ready to go in the steam oven. Lay them down nice and even, that way they'll cook the same amount of time. And even if you've got 20, 30 prawns, you can fit them all on one tray, they'll all take the exact same amount of time to cook. 100 degrees steam. And now prawns into the steam oven. So chimichurri is an Argentinian or a South American dressing which is full of fresh green herbs. We've got some chili and garlic as well, some white wine vinegar and some olive oil. So first off, if you don't like your chili hot, take out the seeds. Here's a trick little way. Just roll the chili and the seeds will come out. And now that's ready to go. We're going to add in a little clove of garlic as well. And now all our green ingredients into the food processor. With the dill, you could probably nearly put the whole bunch in. Basil, mint as well at the same time. Parsley. And chilli, break it in half, pop that in. And we've got 1 garlic clove. We're just going to grate that straight in. Blitz that away. All finely chopped. Add in a splash of your white wine vinegar. And olive oil. Nice amount of olive oil. And a quick little pulse, not too much blitzing here. We've got a beautiful green dressing into our bowl. And there we have the perfect dressing for these prawns, which are ready. That smell of fresh cooked prawns brings back childhood memories. So all we need to do now is plate up. Just throw these straight onto a plate, pile them high, finish off with a nice drizzle over the top. And we have that perfect Christmas plate, red, white and green. Now there's probably too many prawns for me to enjoy here on my own, so I might take these off to a group of friends for dinner tonight.
So this is a familiar scene. My meat's in the oven. I've got a few things simmering on the stove, which means it's time for our salads. And today we're making pizzeria salata, a gorgeous salad that can be prepared almost completely beforehand, and that's what you want to get ahead on Christmas Day. Now, obviously the most important ingredient for your beetroot salad are your little baby beetroots. To prepare these ones for steaming, all we need to do is take off the top. The stem and the leaves are actually perfectly edible, so we're going to leave those on. So slicing off the top from here, and the easiest thing to do to clean up this root section is just use a peeler, get rid of all those little furry bits. And what we get left with is a nice clean little tip, almost ready to break itself away. From here we can wedge the beetroots up, ready for steaming. Got some nice little wedges in there, all roughly the same size. We're going to prepare the rest of the beetroots exactly the same and then pop them into the steamer for about 8 to 10 minutes. So while our beetroots are in the steamer, what we're going to do is bring the yogurt base for the salad together. First up is our olive oil, about, we'll say a tablespoon's worth. We're just going to get a little bit of garlic and we're just going to crush that up. Once it's smashed, roughly chop, a little bit of salt. So we're actually going to use the knife just to scrape that garlic with the grit of the salt. It actually completely pulverizes it. So garlic goes in. And from here, you can use black or white pepper for this. I'm using black for a nice little kick. A little bit of extra salt. Remember, we've added salt to our garlic though, so don't pop too much salt in there at this stage. I'm just going to mix this through together. That's all we need to do. Our base for this salad is completely done. We're using a secret weapon here, smoked almonds. All we need to do with this is roughly chop it, and then they're ready to go as well. So our beetroot has been steamed to absolute perfection. So all we need to do for this is get our dressing on the plate. This fits across about 2 plates this size. So we'll just probably get about half of it on this little plate here. So our beetroot goes on. Most of the beetroot sort of central. We've got smoked almonds that we've just chopped. We're just going to crumb over some feta. Okay, and to finish, our beautiful but very, very tasty garnishes. We've got some fresh dill fronds that you can just pull apart and gorgeous little baby fronds over the top here. This is beautiful fresh dill, which makes a big difference to the flavour with dill as well. So to finish, we have just a little bit of honey. And what this does is just balances the salt from the smoked almonds and the feta in there and really makes the beetroot flavour absolutely pop. And then in true Greek style, we're finishing with some fresh olive oil. And that is our pizzeria salata, Greek baby beetroot and smoked almond salad, ready for dinner.
I'm back at Rotto. I love this place. I'm meeting up with Garth Simpson, the man behind the yummy ice cream brand, Simo's. They've got a store right here on Rottnest. Simo's ice cream started here in WA 25 years ago. It's made with a secret family recipe, but the brand didn't take off until it started getting really creative.
This lady came in, her husband loved baked bean ice cream, and she asked us, look, can you make me some baked bean ice cream?
So Garth gave it a go.
So we went tins of baked beans into the machine as it's freezing, going ting, ting as they're freezing. It was actually awful. And it came out white with these little white nuggets. We added a bit of strawberry sauce and a bit of colouring. Gave it back to the lady, loved it. So that was our turning point.
Now Simo's is making all sorts of flavours at the request of local chefs and customers. The business has grown from its original store in Dunsborough to many other key spots like right here in Rottnest.
And that's why I'd like to keep it. I don't want to be too big because I love the hands-on side of it. You know, we can add a bit more of this, a bit more of that. And we're always tasting and it's part of the fun of making ice cream.
It's time to give a few of these flavours a try. Coconut Delight is first up. Simo says it's made with coconut and Ferrero Rocher swirl. How good is this? Sample should be like that, I reckon.
Go for it, mate. Please say you like it for TV. Just you really like it.
I don't think I really got the full flavour. You can maybe add another 3. No, that's sensational.
Actually,
I love coconut and Ferrero Rocher.
Now,
Hello.
Ursula, you've got no choice. Can you scoop me a bit of the licorice, please? For a good size scoop. Try this one. That's a licorice. Oh.
That is a look. That's the look you go for. Mate, that is damn good. Look at that.
Dental hygiene's not too good, mate.
Next, I've gone for mango ice cream and Simo, he's gone for bubble gum. Oh. Yeah, mate.
Zero fat, real mangoes, real passion fruit, water, a bit of sugar, a bit of guar gum. Simple, easy, tasty. Beautiful. Thank you.
So I'm still on a health kick.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm on a health kick eating this.
You are. You can maintain that lovely figure. I'm actually having this for your children. So if they're watching this program, kids, you could be having one of these ice cream as well.
Let's start making friends with Simo, boys. Cheers. You do cheers?
We do. Thank you. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you, buddy. Yum. Simo's, how good is it?
Today's Fresh TV Kitchen is found in a Peter Stannard home. And for more inspirational homes with amazing kitchens, go to stannardgroup.com.au. I'm really excited to make these pizzas now that I've got Danny's tips from last week. Prepping the pan and the semolina. Dough has been sitting for a couple of hours, so it should be all good to go. I'm going to sprinkle the bench with flour, homemade dough. Here we go. Nice and thin. And the crust. Okay, I'm going to whack that in the pan and get started on the toppings. I really liked that slightly chilli tomato paste last time, so I've added just a little bit of chilli to that. Cheese was the next thing. I'm doing the ham one first. I've cut up that ham and the basil. I'm just going to rip that up with my hands. Anchovies, my favourite ingredient. Olives, goat's cheese. Bit of cheese on top, and this was my favourite tip, the salt and pepper before it goes in the oven. Okay, that's that one done. And the seafood one. Now I have lightly pan fried these prawns, that just makes them cook quicker. Right, whack them in the oven. And the final step, a bit more parsley and that drizzle of olive oil. So there we go. My Christmas ham and my Christmas seafood. And now I'm going to dinner. For more great ideas and recipes, see Fresh in the Today Lift Out of the West Australian on Thursday.
You hungry? Okay, try our picks. Here we go. First up, Blue Flamingo in Leederville. It's at the back of the Leederville Hotel. Its menu has a Central and South American influence. In Victoria Park, you must try the Dutch Trading Company. Slow-cooked meats feature on the menu, plus other Dutch-inspired offerings. In Frio, the Raw Kitchen is the health food destination. Specialist vegetarian cuisine and a favourite of the locals. The Market Eating House is one of Bunbury's most sought-after foodie destinations. Make sure you book. And now for a couple of tips for tomorrow. In Scarborough, try the Hardware Store. Great brekkie and lunch right near the beach. And to our southwest, the White Elephant, Margaret River, is set right on Narrabut Beach. It's open for brekkie and lunch. all of us at Fresh TV, we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year. We'll see you soon.
Merry Christmas!